Hello, this is my entry for the Play It Forward ukulele video contest. First of all, this video, I'm going to demonstrate how you can convert an already super cool electric mandolin into an even cooler custom electric ukulele. First of all, I'd like to say why. Why would you want to do this? The reason why is that you can have a custom instrument. I really like custom instruments. I think it's a lot of fun to customize things. And you can also not only have a custom instrument that looks like a super cool guitar, you can also use guitar effects pedals. And I'll just tilt the camera and show you down here. We've got the Electro-Harmonix Big Muff and the Boss Chromatic tuning pedal. Makes tuning quick and easy. So the Big Muff is a distortion pedal. Yes, I said distortion pedal. So now you have plenty of options. So this is not your standard ukulele. You're not going to do a lot of picking on it with your fingers. You're going to use a guitar pick. Okay, so it's a ukulele that looks and feels like an electric guitar. Okay, so first off, I'm going to play you a song, and afterwards I'm going to tell you how to convert this beast. Okay, I'm going to use some distortion in this song. And when you use distortion, it's very, very important that you make some really punk rock faces. That's the only way to use distortion. Alright, so I have a strap on. Here we go. Secured to my body. This thing's heavier than your average ukulele. The song I'm going to play is dedicated to Jim Henson and Kermit the Frog. Here we go. Why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other side? Rainbows are visions, but only illusions. Rainbows have nothing to hide. So we've been told, and some choose to believe it. I know they're wrong, wait and see. Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Ignore it, it's something that I'm meant to be. Someday we'll find it, whoops, someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. Alright, there you have it. I had a small mistake, but that's okay. Often I make a lot of mistakes. It's another tip. If you're performing and you make a mistake, play through. You can't just stop. Big problems. It's a train wreck if you stop. Okay, now how to convert this beast. First of all, I'm going to turn my volume down. Volume's located here. Volume and tone knob. Second of all, I'm going to mute the speaker on my amp, or turn the volume down on the amp before you unplug your electric patch cord. Okay. Another very important tip. Oh yeah, and if you unplug this and you haven't muted your speakers, it's going to crackle and your speakers are going to go pff, 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 and it's really bad for your speakers. You can blow them. Now, if you're using an electrical instrument with a strap, you want to make sure you feed your patch cord through the loop of your strap this way, and then plug it in. The reason why you do this, if you're on stage and you're playing, and let's say your pin here fails, or let's say your strap just pops off like that, if you have fed it through, if you fed your wire through here, then this will absorb the pull here. If not, if your strap fails you and your instrument drops, it will rip this directly out and it will actually break your instrument. So that's what you do if you have an electric ukulele, or even an electric guitar or a bass, any electric instrument. Okay, how to convert this thing. This in the store is called the Epiphone Mandobird. Epiphone released this as a 4-string model and as an 8-string model. Okay, it was a mandolin, and why they released the 2 different models, I don't know. They should have released the 8-string model as a mandolin and the 4-string model as a ukulele. They didn't. However, you can convert it. Here's how I did it. Out of the box, do not just tune it like a ukulele. It's not going to work well. You'll probably pop a string too. It's not set up for it. You have to fiddle with the bridge down here. Okay? First thing you want to do is buy some strings. Okay, you're gonna get one of these, which is a 17 ball end, also known as a .43 millimeter. Okay, D'Addario. Buy one of those. Buy 2 of these, a 10, 0.25 millimeter D'Addario. Okay, so what you're going to do here, you're going to, out of the box, you're going to take the E string off, and you're going to take the C string off. You're going to take the E string and move it up to the position of the C string. Okay, so you've taken that string off and moved it here to your C. Okay, then what you're going to do, you're going to take both those 2 10s, the strings I just showed you, you're going to put one as your G and one as your E. Okay, now you're going to buy the 17 and put it as your A. Okay, so now you got the right strings on there. Now what you have to do is set the intonation. Okay, those of us who don't know what intonation is, very important. This is why cheap beginner ukuleles do not sound very well when you're forming chords. Okay, it's because the intonation's not properly set. That's why they're so cheap. When you are tuned GCEA, they sound very nice. Okay, on these cheap ones, that's because you're not pressing any strings. Okay, to form the chord G, you're pressing 3 strings. Okay, each string that you press will correspond to a certain note, and how those notes go together, that forms the chord G. Okay, now if one of those notes that you press is off because your intonation is not set right, your chord is going to sound like garbage, unfortunately. Now, so intonation means that as you go up this scale, all these notes are the right notes. Okay? You're going to need a chromatic tuner to test this. Okay? So, if your notes are not right, what you're going to do is you're going to take a little Phillips screwdriver like this, and you have one head here. Your Phillips will fit in there. You want to be very careful not to scratch the instrument. You're going to turn this. You're either going to tighten it or loosen it. Okay? What this will do, tightening it will pull this whole fixture just for this one A string. We'll pull it that way, and loosening it will let it go that way. Okay? So you're moving it like this. Okay? Now, the Epiphone Mandobird comes with an Allen key. Okay, now we have small Allen key holes here. Each string has 2. And what this does is this affects the balance and height of this. So it's affecting where the string is sitting, the level and the angle it's sitting at. Okay, so you have to play around with this using your chromatic tuner, using your Allen key, and using your Phillips screwdriver. You have to play with this and set the intonation. You need a lot of patience to do this. It's not that easy, but if you're just patient, relax, you'll get it. I promise. Okay? And the same thing goes for all the other 3 here. Okay? It's really cool once you do it. It's very gratifying. The next thing I would like to show you is the custom case that I've built for this. So I'm just going to hang this up for a second here. I'm going to cover the camera because I have to move it and I don't want to make everyone sick from motion sickness. Okay. Here's the box. Pretty cool looking. Cheers. Take care.